Live on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. How's it going?
Live on Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Hi guys, I'm Krista.
I'm Kevin.
We are from LCRC Raceway, and tonight is Hump Day Happy Hour. Welcome. There's the comments.
Yeah, so much going on. I literally can't decide what to focus on.
That's good. That's what I try to
Oh, hey, there we are.
do to you. Like to keep you guessing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait a few minutes while people jump on and hop into the comments. If you are joining us, just throw your name in the comments so that we can say hi to you. We'd love to know who's here. There's Caleb Kirk over on Facebook. So thank
Caleb,
you for joining us, sir.
Long time no see.
Hope you're doing well. Just a little bit of a delay, and maybe the internet wasn't plugged in all the way. Maybe. How's the audio, friends?
Yeah, that'll get them talking.
There's Chad Leitzel. Hi, Chad. Thanks for joining us. There's Roger Cross. Hey, Roger, I wanted to tell you that Kevin enjoyed the meatloaf. And honestly, when I had it the second time around, best meatloaf I ever had in my whole life. It was delicious.
Good stuff, Roger.
Roger made a smoked meatloaf that was wrapped in bacon. It had cheese. It was absolutely delicious. Roger, you are welcome here anytime, just as long as you'll share your food.
You're so welcome here anytime.
Okay.
But the meatloaf was
really good. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. There is Johnny Rao. How was your weekend, sir? Did you have a good weekend with us? Johnny and Roger were here for our Flashpoint season opener this past weekend. Our first off-road race of the year.
Our first race of the year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. So
I felt like we were a little rusty, but I think we pulled it together and did all right.
We did. We survived. Brett says, "What's up, guys? Thanks for another great weekend." Thank you, Brett. You had a hard-fought battle this weekend.
Had it.
Yeah. There's David Harvey over on YouTube. Hey, David. David, I was wondering what Sarah thought of her cameo in our reel on Instagram. I did, at the start of one of David's nitro races, I have a shot of Sarah sitting there with the car on the block about to start. So I was curious if she liked it. I thought it was a great shot of her. She's honestly an inspiration to wives who are intimidated by things like pitting and starting races. She just kills it.
I gotta tell you, there was seemingly a shocking amount of, like, more and more wives, girlfriends, women, you know, doing the pit guy thing. And when I say pit guy, I don't mean that, whatever, pit person.
Thing.
Yeah, like, it's impressive. I mean, you ready to,
no, not yet.
Eli
Miller said, "Thanks for another race."
You gotta let me in on the secret. Let me know how you get that done.
Hey, honey, is it too bright in here?
Sorry, I've been outside working today.
Oh, sorry.
And it keeps me from having to do my hair.
Do you want your glasses back? Roger Cross said, "You should have came back. We had leftovers made sandwiches." Can you imagine the sandwich that meatloaf would have made? And there is Josh Sargent. Hey, Sarge. Thank you.
Oh, hey, I heard you moving, huh? Where are you going?
There is Sarah. She's responding. She's like, "Girls can do anything." Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, it's just not my thing. There is Liam Smith over on Facebook. Thank you for jumping on. Thanks for hopping into the comments to let us know that you're here. It is so much more fun when you guys are participating with us. David says, "Is it May 19th yet?" Yeah. Honestly, though, I need a little bit of a break. I'm still a little wore out from the season opener. We're not in race shape yet.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not ready for it to be 19th yet because we got to tear the pipe off and build a new track before then. And right now I can't get 250-foot rolls of pipe. And if you haven't noticed, our yellow pipe is just about shot. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to get all new pipe. before the new layout change. So.
Yeah. There is Jason Habuda over there. Thank you for joining us at our season opener and today. So Josh says, yes, sir, moving back to Illinois. Unfortunately, planned to come out east for Motorama and Mugen Challenge. Oh, great. That'll be wonderful. I'm excited for you for new beginnings, although we'll miss you being on this side.
I assume since he says he's moving back to Illinois, I didn't realize that you were not originally from here. But
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Hope to
So
see you again soon.
The big news of the day, we should lead with that, is that unfortunately we had to cancel our oval season opener.
Yes.
And that was planned for this Saturday. We were really looking forward, I in particular was really looking forward to this first event of our oval season. Unfortunately, the weather is just not agreeing with it. With oval being one day, it's not necessarily like our off-road races. We're a little bit more limited on what we can pull off. In a day. It's going to rain all day Friday, and then look right now it's looking like the majority of the day Saturday, and then again on Sunday.
And also, to be fair, you really can't sawdust and stomp in the oval like you do the off-road. You know, well, there's a certain pristine condition that is required.
So also we have another problem over at the oval track that many people don't think about, which is parking. So, at the off-road track, we are parking in the stones close to the track. But over at the oval track, it's all that grass area. Now, we have those pads coming. Actually, they started moving equipment in today to put in the stone pads for the 200 lot, which is that grass camper lot back there. So that will change some things, but we have to not just consider the track, but also being able to get cars in and out of the facility. So that's a problem too.
Yeah, and to be quite honest, even just everyone walking around with wet feet all day.
Oh yeah.
Tromping around in the wet, soggy
grass.
And, we don't. Not only do we want to provide a nice track and a fun racing environment, but we want you to have a good time while you're here, in the pits and hanging out with your buddies. And I don't know about y'all, but soggy, wet toes, and no, that's not.
Well, Brett just said in the comments, pretty much every event in the Northeast is canceling, so it's probably the best move. I do agree with you. It's hard for us personally to ever cancel an event because of rain, because you guys know what we can pull off in the rain. But Kevin's right. It's not, the oval track is just different than the off-road track as far as sawdust and, what the track surface will do post-rain.
Yeah, you can't go out and manhandle the oval back into shape. Like the off-road, you can, let's people get tools and sawdust and just go, and it's done.
Yeah.
Where the oval there's a lot more finesse, and it's hard.
So we also wanted to cancel in time that people could make alternative plans. We didn't want to keep straining out, especially when we were pretty sure the weather was going to be exactly as it looked. So one of the reasons I was so excited about this first oval race of the year is actually it was going to be my first event running it without Kevin. So Kevin is leaving tonight.
Notice she didn't say her first time running an event. She just said her first time running an event without Kevin. Right.
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted because Smoji's over on YouTube and he says, "Thanks for the chicken wire. The cat no longer fits the basement of the RV."
Yeah.
And it just threw me because I was like, the chicken wire. I remembered after the fact, but I'm like, these are things you don't think you're going to have.
Well, listen, again, not to go way off the subject, but you're exactly right. You have no idea the kind of, I almost want to say crap, but the
specialty things.
strange stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, like the man says, "Hey, I need a 2-foot square of chicken wire."
Right. Well, and then I had a can opener. You don't think about it, but these people are here. They need can opener. But these are things that
I can see a camper needing a can opener. But what's a camper need a 2-foot square of chicken wire for? I'm like, you planning on kidnapping one of our chickens and taking it home, or what?
There's Gavin on Facebook. Hey, Gavin, thanks for joining us this past weekend. That was a blast.
Oh, hey, Scott. Yeah, we miss you this weekend. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on today. So anyway, I was going to run the oval race this past weekend. Me and Shane and Ed, of course, who's always great on the mic on the oval. And I was kind of excited. I was actually today's Hump Day was going to be all about like trying to prep up like okay, so if Krista runs a race and Kevin runs a race, who brings more entries? And I was like, I was going to try to get you guys to vote Krista by showing up this weekend because I'm not going to be at the Memorial Day race, which is the next oval race.
What?
I'm not. You know, I forgot to tell Kendall that we were canceling the oval because her and Ethan were coming this weekend too.
You're bailing for a race?
Yeah, I already told you. You never listened to me. Bill said, question, the Traxxas 7th scale. Do you have any of those? 7th scale?
The desert racer thing?
Is that a 7th scale? Oh my.
It's ridiculous.
So anyway,
yes, Bill, we have one.
Oval's out. Yeah. Laura Naylor. Thanks for jumping on. Laura is a local friend, and she joined us most days this weekend. It was our first RC experience, so I really felt like we got our name out locally a little bit this weekend, and some of that was through the help of Laura, she got our local radio star Pete here, which was pretty cool. He's from Bigfoot Country, and it was cool to have him on site, and it was like it's really fun when new people show up to this type of event because it like blows their mind every time.
I meant to tune into him Monday evening or Monday afternoon to see if he had anything to say, but I missed it.
David, I'll come back to that in a minute. So back to this first event, we kicked off with Adeline's birthday on Thursday. So Adeline turned 6 on Thursday, and of course got spoiled by lots of racers who brought her cards and gifts and things she absolutely does not need. But then she got a pinata, which she's been asking for years. But it was like the world's toughest pinata. It would not break. Actually, Cody tried to get it, and you guys know Cody. He's like, muscle man. He hit it one time, and of course it went flying off the string, but he didn't break it open.
No, he just tore the string off the top.
Yeah.
And all the stuff flew out the hole in the top as it flipped upside down.
Yeah. He was a cheater. So kicked off with that, and that was Thursday. And then Friday we got into practice, which everything practice-wise went great. And then Saturday morning we got into racing, and we raced until the rain started.
Yeah, we even everybody was so in tune and on time and cooperating. We actually started
about a half hour early, I think.
Nah, it was 8:40, 8:42, 8:46 somewhere.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. You started the drivers' meeting without me, so about 15 minutes early.
We was in a hurry. We had things to do.
My gas didn't even want to wait for me. How'd you make it all the way through a drivers' meeting without me giving you some feedback and tidbits and advice?
That's because I turned my two-way radio off.
Oh, you cheater.
I saw you over there. You were trying to give me the Lutz eyes staring through my soul from down below. You
actually did a really good job. Sometimes you get a little long-winded, but I think when the rain's coming, it shortens you right up. Yes, you get a little long-winded. No lie.
I didn't even yell at anybody this time.
Hey, you want to know what else I was impressed with the racers? Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, it didn't quite jive, right?
So what I said was, do you know what else I was impressed with the racers?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you weren't listening. Because you get to reading and you don't listen to me.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No. What I was trying to tell you.
Were you impressed with anything with the racers?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guessed that.
Okay.
The thing I was impressed with is that we had very few late signups. It was nice to have everyone come in and sign up early. Most people were signed up on Thursday or Friday, and then our few late signups for Saturday, none of them, I don't think we had any after cutoff time.
No. No,
so good job, guys.
I got burnt in one class. I had to add a heat, which took us from heats of 12 or 13 down to heats of 9 or 10, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but turn 2 really doesn't. like that. They noticed the difference. You know,
Yeah. So that was Saturday. Saturday it started raining at what time?
because it wasn't supposed to start raining until 2:30 something, and then all of a sudden at like 1:05 we got a passing shower, so we stopped and we waited, and then we swept a couple puddles, and we raced one more heat, and then it started raining again at like 1:30, quarter to 2, and then it just never stopped.
So we made the call to call the event.
I think it rained right up like through 8 o'clock. I think
Yeah, but yeah, I think we made the call at 7, right?
just before. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had told all the people that we would make an official call by 7 o'clock.
Yep, and we did.
Yeah.
So we called off Saturday's racing. We had started the second round, but we only got like 4 races in.
Yeah, we had gotten in 4, and then it rained, and then we got in number 5,
Yeah.
which 5 actually didn't get us anything because that was still only heat 2 of intermediate e-buggy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, really, we could only keep the 10 scale race and the 2 novice races, so we just ran the whole thing.
We ran the whole thing. And honestly, then it puts everybody on a level playing field. You know, when that rain is starting on and off the way that it was those first few races, that's just not really fair. Let's just start over in the good on Sunday.
Well, but that's why we couldn't, if we'd have chosen to keep the first 5 races, you can't keep 4 and 5 because they were 1 and 2 of 3 for that class.
Yep.
But I mean,
so
at
we
that
just
point,
ran the whole round over. But again, honestly, good for those guys. They got a little extra track time. They're getting the money's worth. Oh, we're not talking about that yet. We're coming because we're going to come back to that.
I haven't. I actually noticed the critters have a hole eat through the tarp.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So then, Sunday morning, you departed the house at like 5:30. Is that right? Because I came out at 6. And we have the 6 a.m. crew out on the track. It was a really good time. We dusted the majority of the track with sawdust to get the track dried up and back up and running.
To be fair, I have to say the work done by Shane and myself the night before at 10:30 was critical in the process of how things went.
So Kevin and Shane went out and pumped puddles. They put a puddle pump right in and took the water off the track.
I know you were there for the conversation about how we were going to attack it.
Yeah.
But got said puddle pump out.
Didn't
right?
work.
No.
Why?
Because I can't find the one I've been using, right? I found another one.
See, this is what happens when you're a hoarder and you have so much stuff, you can't find the thing that you want.
Anyway.
If you had less stuff.
So I found yesterday, I found the puddle pump I was looking for.
Where was it?
It was on the water truck trailer out at the farm still.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yep. It is now here.
Okay.
So, anyway, we didn't actually pump puddles because we couldn't. We actually cut puddles and swept, and I mean, we sawdusted a few paths out to get where we were going. We didn't get super muddy.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a little muddy, but we didn't like, sometimes when we go out to sawdust or pump puddles, we end up like traipsing down across the front stretch and leaving these big footprints and making such a mess. And we were pretty methodical on how we went about it. And man, Sunday morning, I don't want to say it was easy, but it
wasn't so bad. There was a couple spots that were really, really marshmallowy, which with the freeze and the thaw over winter, that's going to happen a little bit more. But it was kind of fun. Do you guys know the song, "The Cupid Shuffle"? To the left, to the left, to the left. We turned that on. That was kind of funny because we were all stomping in. Yeah, okay, so I turned it on. But we were all stomping in the mud to try to get the sawdust mixed into the mud or whatever. So we were doing the Cupid's Shuffle. It was fun. I really wanted to get a reel of that. So my Instagram reel game this weekend was strong. If you're not following us over on Instagram, check it out. I posted 2 reels over the weekend, or more than 2, but 2 that I was really proud of. But I'm trying to level up my reel game. Okay, let's jump into the comments real quick. Brett said, extra track time paid off. Quentin Bardo with his first RC podium this past weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really exciting for him.
That's
That was
cool.
really cool. Sarah says, I say let's make Harvey's whoops a permanent feature.
Actually, there's been an awful lot of talk recently, and when I say recently, I mean it had been brought to my attention at least once or twice this past weekend, and then also throughout several conversations, I don't know, a while back, that some people would really like to see the wagon wheel surprise come back. I'm not real sure that
Really?
the Harvey family may have not been around yet back when the gift wrapped wagon wheel would make an appearance.
Speaking of track features,
Yes.
David Harvey is on YouTube. He says, when it's Mugen Challenge time, can we get a Facebook post up about the crossover? And if it gets 500 likes, have it come back?
That's not how that works, David.
You're right. It's
No.
not. At least 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
We got to go for 1,000. 2,000 likes.
It's a lot of work.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you this something. As the social media marketing manager of this building and business, I like this idea. You can no longer just make track decisions on your own. I think that it has to be crowdfunded. Like the people. We can put up a reel, and if they... I really like it. Let's do it. Braden Donald said that...
Suggestions will be accepted and considered wholeheartedly. No promises will be made.
Okay, that's a nice start. Braden Donald said that he'll be at Adrenaline this weekend, so if you guys are looking for a place to get out of the rain, Adrenaline's going to be running off-road over there, so check that out. Also on Facebook, Kenneth Jeffrey says, come on, May, had it with the weather patterns on the weekends. Yeah. I know, why does it always have to hit the weekend? You know, like, there's my dad. Thank you, Dad, for all your help at this race and every race. There is Gavin Nipple. Hello, sir. He says, we had a great time despite the weather. Great job getting the race in. Thank you so much, Pete. It was really great to have you, and Danielle, as always. I just appreciate you guys in general. Braden says, I want to see the long 2019 Mugen Challenge double make a comeback. Long double. It doesn't say double. It just says long double. Right here it says long double.
Sorry, I was reading the one above it. Wow. Never know. Could happen.
I love a good rhythm section. Give me a good rhythm section all day long.
So we had, and I wish Cody was here because he can recite layouts like it was yesterday. We had a 6-pack, and they weren't like little bitty ones. They were like Supercross 6.
It was the Red Bud, or not?
London.
London.
Super 6. Yeah. And it kind of was.
If you know, you know.
It was kind of cross-angled up across the middle.
I loved it.
And Dave Tom, he couldn't hit that to save it. He couldn't even single through them things, but he tried.
He had a hard time with that.
Yeah. I would love to bring that back.
I'm going to tell you one thing that you do not bring back.
What's that?
And that is, there'll be no more jumping down in that hill where those poor... I just... Listen, if you crashed... What did we call that jump? The back double or the back...
Well, there was a triple in the back.
So, if you crashed on the triple in the back, as far as I was concerned, that marshal didn't have to get you. If you went for it...
Well, if you were Brett Butter and you crashed on that jump in the back, the marshal didn't have to go get you either because you had A-arms broke every time.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Schraffler, too. Not just picking on you, Brett. Schraff did the same.
Yeah, but for me, I'm just like, because he was so blind and it's so out there, nowhere, no man's land, and I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that.
I'd have to have a spotter.
Very stressful.
Listen, that was never... When that was built, there was never a thought. I mean, okay, Bornhorst here showing off in practice, or Lutz, because they're big jumpers.
Mhm.
I can see them doing it in practice, or the last lap of the main. But I never thought that would be like a raceable line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these guys, the thing you think that you'll never have to think about, that's what you have to think
Yeah, and then after they do it, and they start racing it and doing it, you can't tell them no.
Oh, I know, because one guy does it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I should have just put a speed bump before the first one. That would have ended that. Yeah,
I don't know. At the last race last year, I don't remember what happened, but like there was a big crash and then people were yelling and whatever. I was ready to just take a shovel out there and like, I was going to put those discs in front of it or something. Just be like, ha ha, get what you get. Pick your line carefully, friends. Samoji says Dawson nailed it several of times. He was loving it and making up huge time. Well, that's awesome. Excuse me, I have to wear glasses. I'm fine, thank you. I'm young and fine and free.
You have your glasses on.
I just can't see those little. Like, why does YouTube got to be so small? Honestly. So then Sunday, we got racing in.
Yeah, so let's talk about our new advertisement on the flyer.
Oh yeah, okay, I love it.
We used to say such and such entries, we do this.
Yep.
Such and such entries, we do that.
Yeah. So what he's saying is like if the entry count is above, between 200 and 300, we're gonna do 3 rounds of 5-minute quals and such a long.
300 to 400, we do 2 rounds of 6. Over 400, we do 2 rounds of 5.
Yeah.
Or something similar to
that effect. Yeah.
And then this year, actually at the end of last year, we talked about, man, that's just not, it's not working, because we were drawing a lot of entry counts that were like literally
so close.
single digit numbers below the threshold.
Yeah. And so we were going to do what we said. One of our biggest mottos is we do what we say and we say what we do. So we didn't want to not give you what we advertised. And actually, Thomas wrote up this awesome chart at one point of like the actual time per like individual racers. Like, so not just at 300, but like at 298 and 296 and 290. And, it was pretty wild, the drastic difference. And we really just got to the point where it was like, we need to figure out the timetable when we're setting up the race and just do what's best. And we just need to put on the flyer, trust us. And this was our first race that we tried that. And guess what? They trusted us. And guess what else? It was really bad because our big deal is Sunday we finished by 5. On Saturday, when we were talking about running another round of quals on Sunday, people were like, no, because we want to get out of here at a decent hour. And I'm like, but you're still going to get out of here at 5. And they're like, haha, like, sure we will. And we did.
Yeah, we were pushing the envelope, mind you. Normally, when we don't have a rain event and all we do on Sunday is run mains, we can be done 4:30, podium done 4:30, 4:45,
Right.
and roll on.
Sure.
Now, this week, I think we got done racing at maybe 5:05 or something like that, and the podium was over by 5:30, 5:45. And
that was great.
Yep.
I was very happy.
We had to shorten the mains, but
again, I was very happy. Now, I'm unfair because I do some of the moving camera stuff on Sunday. I really liked a 15-minute main. It's so much easier for me to video than a 30-minute main. I don't know how you guys drive those races. I do say, and I know that this is being a little bit dramatic, but hey, listen, a girl's got to be a little dramatic every once in a while. Which is when I am doing moving camera after moving camera after moving camera, I basically just raced like 8 mains in a row. So, come at me, bro. Anyway, Tom says don't make fun of your wife. He said that's cold, but what he meant is don't make fun of your wife. She's not old. She's young and beautiful and free.
She is young and beautiful and free, but she is getting older.
Pete said I was marshalling, and Kevin said I can't wait to get rid of that triple. Yeah, him and I both. Randy said, so ready for a new layout. You guys do a heck of a job. Thank you, Randy. Zachary.
Quite honestly, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't foresee a shoe on me trying to drive this weekend. I didn't like it.
Zachary said, did anyone stretch the quad?
No.
No. Roger says, I hate jumps along the back. I always find the hole. Yeah, I know. Listen, there is a certain, like, we want to make the track a little bit challenging so that there's something, but
yeah. The problem, Roger, to be honest with you, we've had the back flat before, and if you think the back's a problem with jumps in it, when the back's flat and it's like the hot straightaway, wow. Things really go sideways down by Dave Tom's pole.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. It's rough.
Brett Butter says, I'm still buying a set of arms from you guys to have Kevin autograph, we promise.
Yeah.
Braden Donald says, I'll tell you one feature I never want to see again, and that's the uneven six-pack that killed my cars at the 2021 cancer race. I don't remember that one. Uneven six-pack?
Oh, because they weren't timed.
Oh, yeah. So when he's saying uneven, he's saying, like, this one you have to go at this speed, this one you have to go at a different speed.
Yes.
Again, you got to have it be a little bit difficult
Yeah.
to even them all out. Tim Long says you did a great job of getting it done. Thanks,
How would you
Tim.
know? You weren't even here.
He was following along with your wonderful
from his easy
wife
chair at the nursing home.
Come
on.
Hard. BB Cruz says, hey there, sorry I missed the opener. We will never forgive you. Yeah. Just kidding.
I literally looked for you like twice.
Yeah. No, we missed you, but we will see you at the next one, and we already.
I almost threw the guy out. Bill Valette and his buddy tended behind the tractor shed in your spot, and I'm like, whoa, no, you guys can't pit there. That's BB's group.
I was trying to kick somebody out of Amy Groff's spot.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, that's Jamie and Jason's spot. You can't have that.
They were at MetLife for Supercross.
Yeah, well, I didn't know at the time. It was actually pretty cool. This race we had quite a few people that missed Saturday and came on Sunday anyway. And I thought that was pretty cool. It actually worked out really well because with Saturday running out, they got decent run time.
Well, and we did best one of two qual points. So, I mean, assuming you didn't break out or do something dumb in that second round Sunday morning, you could very well have showed up Sunday morning and threw down and made the show.
So let's talk about the most important thing that happened during the Flashpoint season opener. Slushies. So we launched our slushie machine where we had strawberry, pineapple, and red raspberry slushies over the weekend, or you could have a mix of several flavors. We're going to do new flavors at the next race. So I told Kendall, who is leading our slushie program, that I would ask you guys on Hump Day to tell us the flavor of slushie that you would like or the combination there. So,
at what point do we get sugar-free slushies? That's what I want to know.
Unfortunately, that is not possible. Impossible.
Not interesting.
The liquid will not slush unless it has sugar in it.
I thought you made something special at the.
Yeah, that was sugar. I never lied to you. It was sugar-free syrup, but the slush itself was sugar. You didn't die. So if you have a suggestion for a slushy flavor, they turned out really cute. We had little gummies that we put in them, which were
they were stock ones.
Of course they were. So Samoji says Mugen cherry. I can get into that. I've been thinking about like a hurricane. Do you know? Remember when we went to Margaritaville and they had that margarita that I think it was called a hurricane.
I remember going to Margaritaville. I do not remember the hurricane blowing us home. No.
It was not the hurricane blew us home. Silly.
Felt like it. Silly. Okay. What are you doing?
Well, I'm having.
Wow. I love it when you mess with stuff and make me look all over the place.
Oh, an Alabama slammer. See, for some reason the comments aren't staying up to date, so I just wanted to jump back in. Zach said I'd much rather have back jumps than back straight.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Listen, so one of the things, the backstretch, most people realize that it is not parallel to the driver's stand like the front stretch is. The locals that run here or the regulars that run here more than anybody else, you kind of get used to it. The people that only come once or twice a year, it's a problem because your depth perception is skewed, right? And I'm telling you, Zach's onto something. Like I said when Roger wanted no jumps on the back. I'm telling you, you come down that crooked back straightaway doing 62 miles an hour, or I'm sorry, 46 miles an hour in an 8-scale car. Oh boy.
Yeah.
If you think hitting Dave Tom's pole from 30 feet in the air makes parts fly. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So some flavor suggestions. Pete Markle says apple pie moonshine. What flavors do I get to make apple pie moonshine? Oh, because like moonshine. Well, we can't do moonshine. These are non-alcoholic. They're non-alcoholic.
So, Ortiz, you're the guy that I met on the deck for the ramp Saturday night when we were pumping puddles. I'm speaking up so people can hear me.
There's Mike.
You were on the deck with the other guy that had just come for the first time this weekend, and you just came Saturday night, drove here through the rain to show up to be able to just run on Sunday. Yeah, I hope you had a good time. I saw you up there on the driver's stand Sunday morning, so I hope you feel like you made the right decision.
Angeles just jumped on over on Facebook. Hey. Hello, sir. I'm sorry if you missed the news, which is unfortunately we had to cancel our oval race for this weekend due to the weather that's blowing in. Super bummed, but we will see it the next one. I'm going to release information tomorrow on our next oval event, which is the Memorial Day Race to Remember. I finished the flyer up today, and I have all the info to go out on that tomorrow.
So, when we announced that we were canceling the race, someone said, "Oh, well, so is it going to be next weekend?" No, it's not. When we cancel an event, it's canceled.
Yeah. And we don't postpone.
I want people to understand why. It's so everyone. Well, no, that's even not true. Most everyone in the regional slash, we'll just stick to regional RC communities.
And this goes for both oval and for off-road.
For sure. You know, we all try to set our dates, and there's a little bit of a pecking order, and like we always wait or try to wait till race time announces their events, and then we announce our events, and then so and so and so and so and so and so, and before you know it, the calendar's full.
Yeah.
So when we do the same with oval and all these different series and other local tracks, everyone's planned around everyone else's schedule. Mm-hmm. So when we have to cancel one because of Mother Nature, it's not anyone else's fault, nor is it ours.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you just have to cancel. You can't. It's not fair for us to say, all right, well, we lost this weekend because of Mother Nature, so we're just going to go ahead and do it next week. And it's just not. Doesn't work.
There was my friend Allison.
Where?
Well, she was in the comments. I'm having a little trouble with Facebook comments.
Why?
I don't know. Stop asking.
Can you get your friend Allison to send us more tires?
Yeah, she always does that. William takes awesome pictures, says Brett Butter. That's awesome. Awesome to know. And William said it was awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you.
Happy to have you.
Yes. Yeah, so the other thing is people take our schedule and they plan their vacations and their things
Yeah.
around it. So I also don't think it's fair to the racers to just say, okay, no, we're going to move dates. No, you guys have lives. You have things that it might be better for us, but we want it to be better for everybody. So there's a lot of reasons that we can't do that.
Well, yeah, and it's even deeper than that. It's the hotel schedule.
Oh,
And
yeah.
sometimes we're not always the best at it, but we try to plan around things like Penn State home games
Right.
and things that are happening around here. And I gotta tell you, it's just and it's not just the RC car racing world. It's just life in general, and it's like that snowball, and it just, man, further down the hill it goes, the faster it gets.
Well, I it's so funny. How many people now look back at COVID times and no, are grateful
Slow down.
for the slowdown?
Yeah.
You know, I think we all thought life was going to change when after COVID to where we were gonna just naturally stay a little bit slower. And now that life has like ramped back up and is as fast as ever, yeah, it's pretty wild. Hey, we have something new I wanted to share. I put it right there so we can share it. Can you grab those? Okay, never mind, I'll do it. Don't put it on. I want to sell it. We've got hats. Oh gosh.
Got the old
I was
man.
having a.
What'd she call these? These are the.
I don't know. Put the hat on. I was having a decent hair day.
These are the way beanies are supposed to be. That's the new modern millennial beanie. Notice yours is off to the side.
Yeah, because I'm cool and hip. Like, it's really right there.
It's acceptable.
Anyway. I have a lady on Instagram show me a trick. When I say a lady show me, I mean that she just shared it on Instagram and I saw it. But about making hats look good. I don't know. I don't look good in this kind of hat. It's not for me. I'm not buying it.
Put the hat back on.
We also got the larger size flex foot hats back in stock. I will add them to the website tomorrow. They will go out on our next inventory restock email. So if you have not signed up for our email list, you should do that. If you're wondering how to do that, if you go to lcrcraceway.com, at the very bottom of the page, there's a little place that says sign up for email, and you can just put your email in and sign up. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, also, I wanted to tell you guys, if you ever feel bombarded by our emails, because I'm not going to lie, I'm ramping up emails a little bit because I hear from people that they really appreciate getting the emails, knowing what we have back in stock, about upcoming events, products. So I am emailing a little bit more than normal. If you're ever receiving emails that aren't necessarily for you and you want to change what type of emails you're receiving, if you go to the bottom of an email, you can edit your preferences at the bottom of one of the emails that we send. So you can choose just to receive oval updates, just to receive off-road updates, just to receive product updates, etc. James Dash says, who makes a good sprint car kit? Custom Works. Unfortunately, as of Sunday, we are sold out of the brand new Outlaw 5 until Friday. We have more coming.
Only a few this time. And Rob and the boys told me, what were his exact words? It will be a week or two till we get more. So if you're hot to trot, get yourself on that notification list to be notified when they become available. I know there's a handful coming. So
yeah. Zachary says, I missed the opener due to work. Already took the time off for the showdown. Awesome. Thank you so much. That really means everything to us. Toby says the hats are his idea. You just want to say everything.
Were they really your idea?
Toby
they might have been. They weren't my idea. They were somebody's idea.
I would like to thank you for all your time and efforts towards our broadcast this weekend. Toby Hampson is part of 46RC. Worked really hard to do the broadcast. No, he's part of it because, I mean, listen, I had to teach him how to do OBS again. Like, there's things, he needs me now. Like, warmer.
It's not where I was going with that. But hey.
Oh my goodness. dear.
I thought it was a solar panel cover.
Toby said just in time for the Halloween race. You're not funny.
Hey, they came Monday. Just so you know.
Don't all the things we want for events come the day after the event anyway? Come on.
It's not my department.
Hey Toby, by the way. So wait, how's audio over on Facebook? Nobody ever said, but how's audio? On YouTube, they're telling me it sounds like we're in a tin can. They can't hear us. I tested it before I came on. Also, Toby, it's your fault. I don't know what the deal is. I worked on the whole GoPro thing earlier. It worked.
I'm about to work on it.
I swear, I am.
With a hammer.
I have tech knowledge.
Of course.
I mean, like, I taught Toby everything he knows, but somehow I can't get it to work for this. I didn't really teach Toby everything he knows. Is the audio really bad?
I put a new screen protector on my phone.
Huh. Hey, sorry, it must be YouTube, James, or maybe it's you, because they say, oh, that looks really nice. They say I sound good, better than before. Great. Ooh, it's great.
Great. It's like Tony the Tiger thing.
Great.
Oh, speaking of Tony the Tiger and cereal.
Oh my.
Thank you, people.
Thank my people.
Yeah.
Hey, people, thanks. Those of you who joined us in the last few weeks know that Adeline has been gathering up cereal for our local food pantry. So our Girl Scout troop recently went on a field trip to the food pantry, and the purpose of the field trip was because I have a group of mostly like 5 and 6, 7 and 8-year-olds. So we were creating little ambassadors for our food pantry, and when I say that, it is because if a kid is hungry, he or she is much more likely to tell another kid on the playground than he is to go to an adult and ask for food. So we make these kids know all the resources that are available, and so that they can tell their friends, hey, listen, I know a place where you can get food. So while we were there, they were telling us one of the most appreciated foods for kids is boxes of cereal to be donated to a food pantry, because if you donate all the supplies for a lasagna or chicken cordon bleu, yeah, there might be some parents that really appreciate that, but that kid can't make that on its own. Where they always get a gallon of milk with every single time that they go to the food pantry. So cereal, especially types of cereal that they like, is something kids can make on their own.
The local dairy is one of the most supportive to the food pantry.
Yes. Anyway, we asked you guys if you would be willing to donate some cereal, and man, you guys really showed up. I have so much cereal. I'm going to take a picture before we take it in for donations. They're still kind of coming in, so I'm going to set up all the boxes of cereal to show, but I just want to tell you, it really blew our mind how you guys showed up for that, and not only it was super cool, and not only am I excited for our local food pantry, but we also started a competition between another Girl Scout troop. So June, you're going down, girl, because we're definitely winning now. And then I showed up to my Girl Scout meeting on Monday, and the parents showed up too.
The whole rest of the troop showed up with about the same amount of cereal as
Yeah.
we have here from you guys.
It was really fantastic. So listen, there's a lot of kids that are going to be really glad to have that cereal in their house. So you're making a real difference, and I appreciate it very much. So, what you got? Samuji says, it sounds like a tin can, but I can hear you. That must be something to do with the actual broadcast.
I actually, we were outside today, and we had to go get the lift over by turn 2 to go over. Toby had us working on one of the campus Wi-Fi modules up on one of the poles in the middle of the facility. And on the way over to get the lift, I said to Will Walker was helping me out today, and I said to Will, I said, man, that rain last night didn't even wash the groove off. Like, I would really like to drive on the track right now. Like, it's like, wow.
It's really good.
And seeing the track today, I got the itch.
Did you?
I did.
Yay!
Yeah. I got the itch.
Aw.
I'm ready.
Okay, that is really exciting.
Yeah.
I am really happy. So a lot of times because we're in it so deep here, we lose the itch. Okay. The hobby can
Well, it's just like
it can be hard.
my oval friends know. I was pretty I was pretty in it this winter at one point. You know, I found some newfound ambition to do sprint car oval, and I was really excited about it and really committed to it for like 16 days, and then reality struck and it was spring, and now that's over for a while. Like, I can't. There's only so much focus to go around, and I don't know. I'm just happy that I actually have a little fire in my belly to still want to play with toy cars. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you should tell the people where you're going tomorrow.
Why?
Well,
It's a secret.
it is not.
So, Cody Sainer is marrying Hunter Hepner in September. Those of you who actually pay attention to the actual calendar and our schedule, you will realize that the cancer race is moved forward one weekend earlier than normal. And that is because the kids could only get their wedding venue for cancer race weekend. See who it is.
LCRC.
It's Phil Smith.
I don't know, Bill. It's still working. We're still live right now. Okay, it's still on. You can hop back on. Bill says hi. Okay, Bill, bye.
Make this up, too. I promise. Anyway, so
He must have been watching over on YouTube. It looks like something happened over there.
long story short, the kids are getting married, and we had a slight scheduling error. We're going to Nashville for the Supercross for Cody's bachelor party this weekend. So, me, Cody, Zach.
In the middle of that. Nashville for the bachelorette party. I mean the bachelor party. Sorry, it's not the bachelorette. I'm sorry. It was an accident. I'm used to saying bachelorette. Pete Margle said they thought they were eating cereal all weekend because she had packed so much. Yeah, seriously, Danielle brought so much cereal. It was awesome. She walked in, I was like, I saw the bags in her hand. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And then I saw the bag behind her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. So it's kind of funny. So Kevin's going to Nashville. It's very sweet and nice of him because, I've only been asking for him to take me to Nashville for like 3 years. And,
Yep, once again, someone else got me in trouble. Thanks, Cody.
Yep.
Good job,
Cody asked one time, and Kevin's like, yeah, let's plan the whole trip for the whole good. Chris wants to go for 3 years. That's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset about it at all. So,
try a little more.
Anyway, here's the gig, though, friends. If you come shopping with me this weekend, I'm still here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But please be aware that it is just me in the store. Wow. So if you are looking for some solder work or technical questions that you want to talk to a man about, which you would be shocked how often that happens to me, don't come. Don't come Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I will not be able to help you. You should just Honestly,
be prepared to get
if
punched in the
you
face.
if you want to come and want to talk to a man, if you come forward and you ask a technical question and I answer, and you say, and I answer because I won't answer if I don't know the answer, but if I do answer, then you're like, well, I really want to talk to a man, you probably shouldn't come back. Hi, Steve Mark.
Wow.
Good
Long
to see
time
you.
no see.
Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah. We had
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. I was gonna say I'm worth more alive than dead, but no, cheap. No.
Hey, he
Who
just
knows?
said next time you come to PMB, Kevin and I can go race, and you and Danielle can go to Nashville. It's true. Actually, I'm gonna take a girls trip to Nashville. Me and my friend Pete.
Yeah, but wait.
Yep.
I'll need a pit person.
Yep. I don't care. You and Pete can go work it out because when I go to
But
Nashville,
we're both old.
I already talked to my friends today, and my friends Deb and Pete and I are going to Nashville. We don't need you. We're gonna have girls' time. It's gonna be a blast. We're very excited about it.
Okay. Pete, don't forget to stop and pick me up on the way to PMB next year.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, Will was showing me some Facebook Lives in the shop earlier today.
What kind of Facebook Lives?
Rohan was going nutty.
Oh, over what?
He's tearing up the track and redoing his layout and getting Rohan excited, and Will was trying to get him to sing on Facebook and all that.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, so new layout going down at Barnstormers as well.
Excellent.
Yeah. It was pretty tore up too. Like, I realized that the barn track isn't really built on like a concrete pad, but it sure looked like he had her scraped down to. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
It was pretty wild.
Speaking of which, when are we redoing our truck? Do you have a date on that?
If I said before the next race, would you judge me? Listen, I'm a little gun shy.
Because of the rain? Because of the weather?
No, because we can't get pipe.
Oh.
And I'm telling you right
That's
now,
the last thing that we need, though. I mean, like, literally, that's the last. That's the last thing we need. But like, we can redo a track, and the last thing we have.
I understand that, but if I can't get it,
like it's not available.
only in 100-foot rolls, and it takes like 20-some 100 feet.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
I'm not buying 25 rolls of 100-foot pipe. It's awful.
Yeah.
So they're working feverishly to try to. Thanks, Pete. They're working to try and get us 8 or 10 250-foot rolls.
Hey, Samoji, is the sound better over on YouTube now? Because I see my stream health came back. I don't know what was going on YouTube, but I was wondering if that's what's impacting how I sound.
Stream health?
Yeah, see how it's excellent now?
Wow.
The stream is now healthy.
Wow.
Before it was poor, and they said the bit rate was not, the audio stream bit rate was only 128 kbps, and I don't know what any of that means, but it's probably important. So I just want to learn for future, no change. Okay, great. Well, that's what I was hoping for. JK. Man, I want to run this layout before it goes. Well, Zach, come.
A very limited amount of time.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow before the rain is probably your best bet, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably 10 days from now the pipe will be gone and this layout will be toast.
Okay, so final few minutes here. Some quick notes, real quick. We went out on Facebook for a minute. Okay, thanks, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. It's just internet stuff, I bet. I don't know. I'm over it. Couple things before we go. We still are going to ship every day. Order on LCRCraceway.com. Anytime you order, usually before 3, we try to get it to go out the same day. The only exception to the rule would be these next couple days when I'm by myself, it might be a little bit hard. So just be a little flexible with me. If you really need something to go out, this is the benefit of ordering from us over AMain. If you really need something to go out like that day, just call us. call us on the phone because you're going to get one of us. So to say, hey, is there a chance you can get that out today? If you order from Amy, you're probably not going to talk to the guy that's packaging up the order, but
Will's going to be here for the next couple of days too before he heads out for Silver State.
oh yeah, so he can help me run mail.
Yep.
So that's cool. Anyway, that's all I got. You got anything else, babe?
No.
Toby says I'm ready to never drive on that land again. Same.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill's back. Thanks, Bill. Glad you got back.
I'm get to see y'all next week on Hump Day with coming back from Nashville with a tan.
Are you a tan right now? You go to the beach in Nashville?
You didn't get the you didn't get it? Yeah.
Good friends.
All right.
Have a great night. These streams don't want to start and then they don't want to end. You notice that?